Well, we had constructive conversations with the National Party last night, and I want to make the point that they were friendly, they were constructive. We agreed to keep talking because we are both parties on the non-Labor side of politics. And we both have a lot in common when it comes to the people we represent and the way we know we have to hold this Labor government to account. So we agreed that we would keep talking. The conversations were friendly, constructive, and will continue. And I know that David Littleproud will put some of the content of those conversations to his party room when they meet this morning, and similarly I will update my party room on where we are.
Ms. Ley, is there a way to get the coalition back together without bending to the Nationals' demands to get those 3 shadow ministers back?
Well, these are your words, and I want to come back to the conversations themselves. And while it's not appropriate that I go into the detail because we are still having a constructive discussion, but the Nationals have chosen to leave the coalition at this point. The door is open. I've maintained that the door stays open. But I am not focused on the door. I am focused straight ahead out here into the Australian communities that we love, respect and are determined to work hard every single day for.
They're not my words, they're David Littleproud's words.
Just might keep going.
3 shadow ministers to be brought back. Is there another way?
Well, I don't have anything to add to the answer I've just given you.
Ms. Ley, are you confident of delivering the budget and reply speech this talk Liberals are asking Angus Taylor to challenge before then?
Very confident of delivering a strong budget in reply speech in May. Lots of work between now and May because we have a big agenda to prosecute. And when I look at the price rises forecast for Australians' electricity bills, I know that our affordable energy plan that we outlined in November last year is the one that will hold the government to account, back in ordinary Australians, bring manufacturing back to Australia where unfortunately it is leaving in its billions to go overseas, and most importantly help households struggling. And I just want to remind you that electricity prices have gone up 40% under Labor, but they're forecast this year to go up another 24%. That's not good enough. So we will prosecute that agenda and many more. And the first statement I made as leader of the Liberal Party, a party that represents aspiration, enterprise, choice, and backs in Australians who get up every day to take risks and build a better country, the first speech I made was about managing the budget responsibly. And you've heard Ted O'Brien and my colleagues talk about that continually. Because what we have now is runaway spending from this government that refuses to bring it under control, that is causing the inflation, that is hurting families so badly. We must manage the budget responsibly. Unless we do, we can't look after vulnerable Australians who are counting on us.
Ms. Ley, you talk about holding the government to account, but how can voters take the Liberals and Nationals seriously when you can't keep yourselves together and there's ongoing speculation about your own leadership? Why should voters trust you to hold the government to account?
I will continue to deliver a very strong message to voters, and all of my team is doing exactly that. Because voters have a clear contrast. They have an Albanese Labor government that promised them that effectively interest rates would start to stabilise and come down, but in fact the opposite appears to be the case. They have an Albanese Labor government that has no understanding of how hard they are doing it. They have an Albanese Labor government that is spending $50,000 a minute on interest on the country's debt. Very generous, this Albanese government, with borrowed money. And those borrowings are escalating and they're hurting Australians. So I am determined, my team is determined. We've got 6 out of the next 9 weeks of parliamentary sittings. We will be working hard every single day for the Australians that sent us here to work for them. Thank you.